Hello and welcome back, everyone. Reaper 7GL here. It's been quite a struggle to deal with this acidic yeast infestation or overgrowth in this map. But before we continue, I must apologize. It is in the next map that we're going to where that's where you can take out these big ones, not in this current one. And yeah, I'm sorry. I always mix those two up. So do not take out these big ones in this map. Simply take out these smaller green ones around it and then put up the anti-corrosive floor around it to seal it off so it cannot grow out any smaller green acidic yeast colonies. And I done the exact same thing on the other one over here. So before you set up the outpost and the laboratory to scan it and complete this objective, just take out these smaller green ones without taking out the big one. And if you do accidentally take out the second one, it will pop up elsewhere on the map. And you saw it in the last video, will have a big problem. So keep these two big ones alive. Now, the other thing is that there is more acidic yeast that grows into the map, but from outside the map boundaries. So to keep those out, you simply put down this anti-corrosive floor around the edges of the entire map. And I set up a small loot collector here to gather up hazenite and plant biomass. And when you first arrive to this map, set up radar stations so it will be more easy to find these two big ones when they appear if you accidentally destroy one. So you see where it pops up. Go over there as fast as you can and seal it off with anti-corrosive floor. Otherwise, you will have to deal with this over the entire map, not just from outside the boundaries of the map, but from inside the map itself. Now I'm gonna set up my defenses at the outpost, set up the laboratory. And one more thing before we continue. In these maps, you don't have to set up tower ammo factories. Those are global. So just set up as many as you want back at HQ, and you don't have to set up new ones at these new locations. That is all for now. Reaper 7GL signing off for now.
Prepare for an ion storm.
The ion storm has started. All sensors are down. A lot of our equipment has been disabled. We have to wait until the storm passes. The number of charged particles has drastically decreased. Equipment functioning is returning back to normal.
Now, like I mentioned, there is a method to deal with the white slugs that comes out after the snail's bombardment, and that is to simply set up lightning towers at the back of your defensive structures. So one or two at each location should do it in case there are snails that comes along in the attack here. And then there isn't much more to it. Basically, I've given the
There's an
names to the
intense
lightning
aurora in the
towers
sky. Prepare for an ion
and the
storm.
slug
It's going to
pests.
disable a lot of equipment.
And I think that is enough for
The ion
now.
storm has started. All sensors
And
are
of
down.
course, an
A
iron
lot of our
storm.
equipment has been disabled. We have to wait
Hang
until
on
the
a sec.
storm passes.
Everything is getting back to normal. Thankfully, this didn't last long.
Now, like I was saying, that is it. Oh, wait, I have one final bio anomaly to deal with. And yes, I've set up anti-corrosive flooring around the edges of the entire map. Even if I did miss a spot, the radar installations will show me where in that case. Just gonna take on this bio anomaly and then we can get started.
Under attack. A building has been destroyed.
Portal has been destroyed.
Now, one little trick to find these outlying structures you set up is to place small traps right next to their locations, and those traps will show up as small little gray dots so you can find the building's location again and rebuild them. Another useless junk item. Well, I found it to be junk. I tried it out and I didn't like it. Oh, 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 oh. This tower well, comes into Well, in my opinion, second place in best defensive towers. Ho ho ho.
Research lab operational. Acidic yeast scanning in progress.
Great. Now we just have to maintain power to the research lab and let it gather the necessary data.
My sensors are picking up increased movement around our position. We should prepare to defend the research laboratory. A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Base is under attack.
One of our buildings has been destroyed.
One of our portals has been destroyed.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
We're halfway through analyzing the root of the acidic yeast colony. The data is already looking very promising.
Ashley, since you built up our research station in this area, I've noticed a change in the growth vector of the acidic yeast colonies around us. It appears that all of them are slowly growing in our direction.
That's very interesting. It looks like we've been recognized as a threat. The colonies are trying to devour our base.
Base is under attack. A building has been destroyed. A portal has been destroyed. The number of charged particles has drastically decreased. Equipment functioning is returning back to normal.
A building has been destroyed.
One of our portals has been destroyed. Base is under attack. One of our walls has been destroyed. Research lab has finished gathering data. Objective completed.
The data that we've gathered proves that this life form can digest even the smallest traces of palladium. Palladium normally doesn't react with most acids, but this life form uses a highly concentrated form of fluoric acid that is heated up by the creature's metabolic processes. We can program the orbital scanner to analyze the growth patterns of the acidic yeast colonies. This should help us in finding palladium deposits that these colonies are moving towards.
Affirmative, Ashley. Orbital scanning in progress. Analyzing acidic yeast growth patterns. Orbital scanning finished. We have found something interesting. There are a few areas within the acidic plains that are entirely surrounded by the yeast colonies. Spectral analysis confirms that palladium should be present there. However, the yeast is actively avoiding these zones.
Interesting. If there's palladium there and they aren't interested in it, then something might be preventing them from growing in that area. We should prepare for the unexpected.
technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction. There's an intense aurora in the sky. Prepare for an ion storm. It's going to disable a lot of equipment.
That's it for this
This
part.
ion storm is really intense.
And
It disabled a lot of
no,
equipment.
wait.
We have to wait it off.
It is. Yes, it is the second outpost location you want to keep. If you have the patience to seal off all of the acidic yeast and seal these things off, then in the long run, it will be worth your while. Trust me on this. Once again, hope you enjoyed this part of the walkthrough and it was helpful. Got any questions, throw them at me in the comment sections. And have a great day. Until next time, Reaper 7GL signing off.